Okay, today we are playing a game on King's Row. We are in the 2000 SR range, and we will be playing Winston the entire way through. And our current team composition is Reinhardt, Winston, Genji, Soldier, Junkrat, and Mercy. So, as always, we've got 5 perfectly sensible individuals, and then we've got one guy over here who... we're just wondering how he became to be such a disappointment, frankly. We wonder why he can't be more like his brother, who went out there and became an audio medic. He actually got his doctorate. And what's Junkrat got? He's got a philosophy degree. So, whatever. We're just going to start the game. So, we're attacking on King's Row right now. We're going to be playing a few games on this map, a few rounds on this map, I should say, as you might have noticed from the timeline. So, right now, we are playing Winston, of course, as I said. And right now, all we're really doing is standing at the front line trying to kill their Reinhardt. When... this is what we're bad at doing as Winston. We should be more actively looking to an opportunity to jump behind them. This guy's gonna, kill himself in the near future, so that's cool. I'm waiting for a better angle. So what we should be more actively trying to do is looking for people back here, over here maybe, over in the corner alleyway perhaps. Because we're playing Winston, so our whole thing is sort of jumping into these people and disrupting their very long-range DPS. It's kind of Winston's bag. You dive in and you bully the people. We're not really doing that. We're more interested in just tasing their Reinhardt at the front line, which is what Winston is bad at doing, fighting tanks. The other thing we do right here is we put our bubble down right in front of the choke point. This is often not recommended, especially when you're attacking, because Winston's bubble, very fragile, gets killed very quickly. So this often just does absolutely nothing. And we need the bubble, because when you're gonna have to dive in on a moment's notice when you're attacking, and if you don't have your bubble, that hinders your ability to jump in somewhat, since Winston does need his bubble to fight people. So now their Reinhardt has killed himself, because he was just swinging around aimlessly in front of the choke point, but our bubble is down, which makes it difficult for us to jump in immediately, especially since we're also not full HP. So this is very unfortunate. Now, so obviously we just want to have our bubble up so we can go in more aggressively on this pick that we got. So, also of note, back here we see that there's a soldier up here. Soldier is very important to us because we're the one on our team that's meant to kill high ground defenders right now. We're the only one really that can do it. Well, that's not true because we've got Genji as well. But, we're playing Winston. Now he's just jumped over there onto the other rooftop. We should be going up there to get that guy off the high ground, because it's very important to get these people off the high ground. We don't show any interest in doing that at all. That being said, we end up tasing this Genji away. We end up running him down. And so their soldier ends up not doing anything. But we are meant to prioritize the people who are on the high ground higher, and I just don't think we actually noticed him when we should have been killing the soldier the entire time. So we should be looking for that kind of thing. So the other thing right now, we just killed Genji. We're walking back with 3 ammo in our Tesla cannon. We should have reloaded during this period, because now we get back here, and as soon as the fight starts, we have to reload. Reinhardt over there was wasting his Earth Shatter at the best of times, but he ends up getting blocked by the telephone booth, so he ends up not doing anything with it anyway, so it's just double sad. Now, we don't take this opportunity to reload our gun either, so we're walking around with 48 ammo. This is important because we're about to jump on this soldier. And now, we gotta reload when he's got 25 hit points. Fortunately, Mercy of all fucking people kills him. But on most days, that dude is actually gonna get away. So, make sure you reload during moments of downtime, because you don't want to start a fight and then have to reload immediately. This is going to come up again, because we don't reload during this period either. So as soon as the next fight starts, we basically have to reload as soon as that fight starts as well. This is a very odd thing to just, not push reload during periods of downtime. We have just lost Gideon. He was our only healer. He was playing Mercy, but he comes back in, a minute. It doesn't amount to anything. We actually get this point really easy, even though we're missing our healer right now. So, it is the street phase on King's Row, so we got that going for us. Our Genji just got killed by their Mercy, which is very depressing, but I guess Mercy did build him so she can destroy him as well. Our Reinhardt uses his Earth Shatter, hits a bunch of people. We don't kill these people because, we're playing Winston. It's kind of hard to kill people quickly. We jump in, we're low, we got Primal Rage though, so we don't have to really worry about anything, especially since they can't kill us that quickly. and we just use Primal Rage. We bully their Reinhardt into us, and we're going to also bully this Genji. Most of their team currently dead, so we end up killing this dude. We get it to this checkpoint. There goes the tire. Winston's got no way to protect himself against the tire because he's Winston. And even though our Mercy was not here, we get it to the next checkpoint anyway because enemy team did a very bad job of grouping, basically. And Reinhardt had his Earth Shatter, which helped, and, you know, ultimates generally are very helpful. So we jump in really deep right now, but this does make sure the enemy team is not going to try and get the checkpoint before we get there. But they come up and fight over the checkpoint anyway after we've already captured it. And watch how many ultimates they use to defend this checkpoint they already lost. They use 4 ultimates to defend this checkpoint that they already lost. Which is not exactly a fantastic use of company resources. They could have saved all of these ultimates to use over the actually important part of the track, which is, you know, the bend. But whatever. So, Mercy's back now. Just let the Mercy build ult charge off of you here. Because, excuse me, Jesus. Because she just reconnected, you know she doesn't have any ult charge. You could have given her like 20% ult charge right there, and like, we already took this checkpoint. We don't need to get back here fucking chop, right? We can afford to give Mercy the extra ult charge and wait a second. So we just jump into the enemy team right now. Enemy team not really here. We spend a lot of time fighting tanks during this period because soldiers using TAC 5, so that's cool. This dude, he doesn't like that though. He very much hates this. So we start tasing this dude, and like, I know there's a Primal Rage Winston back here, and we're like, fuck, that's really bad. I don't want him touching my backline. Thing is, we're also playing Winston. We're really bad at killing tanks, and we bring nothing to killing a Primal Rage Winston. So, our time is better spent looking for their Mercy, their Soldier, their Genji. Like, this whole time, we spend shooting at tanks. We even saw their Mercy's tether at one point. But we spend the whole time shooting at tanks. We could be spending our resources better, because you're generally not gonna help kill tanks at all. So we're looking for flankers right now. That's really good. But we sort of forget about that in the near future. So watch this, right? Someone contests the point right there. Think about all the people we just saw. We just saw 4 people die. So the only people that can be contesting the point right now, logically, are Mercy, which is unlikely, or Genji. So, Genji's our area, so we should be over there. Soldier comes in, and you can, like, see him do a double take in-game. So, well, yeah, I'm gonna come in here. Oh, fuck, it's Winston! Oh, shit! And he runs away, and we start fighting this dude, who we're bad at fighting, as previously established, because he's a tank, and we're Winston. Mercy also says Genji is behind us. We don't at any point go over there to check on that, even though somebody contested the point, and through logical deduction we realize it must be Genji. Granted, I have the benefit of not playing the game right now, so I get to think about these things a little bit more closely than somebody actually playing the game. But logically it can only be Genji because the only 2 people still alive are Genji and Mercy. It's important to keep in mind who is dead. And Genji is our area, so if a Mercy gets killed by a Genji, or a Tracer, we should take that as our mistake, because we're meant to stop that from happening when we play Winston. We're meant to stop the Genji and the Tracer from killing the Mercy. So we're using Primal Rage right now, because we were low and we're fighting. You know how it goes. Doesn't really get too terribly much done, because, well, our team just doesn't really capitalize on it at that point. Partly, you know, Mercy being dead isn't going to help. Here's Soldier, and he's like, oh, fuck, Jesus Christ. Could have fought us if he just stayed in the biotic field, but he didn't have the heart to do that. No, Junkrat's throwing mines in, I guess. Fair enough. So he runs away. We should run after this dude, because look at the state he's in when he runs away. We can see he's low HP. He runs away with, like, 50 hit points. Even though we're only at just under 200, we can kill that dude, and we should go after that dude, because we got our jump up, and, like, that dude's behind us, and he's someone we're good at killing, and he's low HP. This is important, because he uses TAC Visor, and he kills Mercy right after she got back. We could have gone after that dude, because there was very little risk to us doing so. He's not going to kill us that quickly, and he was really close to being dead. And us not doing this has led to Mercy dying again, which is somewhat killing our momentum, because don't forget Mercy's our only healer. So this is really killing our jive, because we're all just sort of out here getting poked down. So here we hide for a very long period of time at very low HP. just go die quicker, because the chances of you dying here is extremely high. And at worst, you just prolong your death and stagger it. At best, rather, you just prolong your death and stagger it by doing this. At worst, that happens, and we don't get rezzed because we're just hiding over there. That second part is going to matter not very much in the near future, because Mercy's ult is about to change. But we are still prolonging a death that is extremely likely to come for us, which is generally a faux pas, and you just want to die faster if you're extremely likely to die. So our Reinhardt used Earth Shatter right there. We're now on there. Mercy, she uses Res. We can't exactly kill Mercy quickly, so there's not much more we could have really done about that one. And even though we used Earth Shatter, Mercy rezzed people, and that kind of undid all our work. We built up Primal Rage a little too late to use it, but that would not have been a good time to use Primal Rage anyway, since half our team is respawning right now as it is. So we would have wanted to just take that death on the chin anyway, even if we did build up Primal Rage in time. So we do have Primal Rage right now. We're the only one that has an ultimate right now, we saw from pushing Tab. Push Tab more often so you know who has ultimates, because that's important information to have. This is just a blanket thing. Everyone should push Tab more frequently. So we have Primal Rage, and that's cool. Not an ultimate you actively think about using, but nice to have. So we jump into that backline right now, and we don't really have to think about doing it because we have Primal Rage. We don't directly kill this Mercy, but we are applying pressure to her, and so she isn't able to just hide out of the way from Reaper, and she ends up getting killed by Death Blossom because we don't really allow her to hide. But they do have a Roadhog and a Reaper, so we get killed quite quickly. But now we're alive again. So, you know, even though we use Primal Rage, they got two people that are really good at killing us, you're gonna die regardless. So, but scary to fight those people. We had Reaper with us to back us up there, as well as most of our team. Lucio dropped the beat. Oh shit, Reaper's killing us. We're running away now. Junkrat just killed 3 of their team right now. Good job, Junkrat. Not often something you hear. So right now, we are like low HP. But our Mercy is still alive right now, so we should probably be trying to get healed by her, rather than taking the extra time to get to this large health kit. Spooky, you know. He got a lot of that refunded, that's worth noting, because he just got res. This doesn't ever come up, though. Spoiler warning, we're about to capture this point in the near future, because, I mean, it's going pretty well. This will probably not come as a great surprise to anyone, seeing as we have basically been winning this fight for quite a while now. Mercy reses us again, I think. Yes, she does. Mercy reses like 3 times in one fight, which is incredible. And we eventually capture this point. Enemy team, you know, prolonging it, but so we still have time left. This is excellent news, because now, if we got it to 0, if we got it there in overtime and they had over a minute left, we would not get the time extension. So now we can never be in that position, which is good, because this just overall increases our chances of winning, as generally getting it to the end of the track will do. Overwatch is funny like that, where if you get it to the end, or capture all the objectives, your chances of winning increase. I don't know if you were aware. But yeah, there's a startling nugget of knowledge for you right there. So we have a Symmetra now. Symmetra is really bad on King's Row, because it's too open. It's really easy to just pick Pharah, break all the turrets on the other side of the gate, pick Winston, just jump past it with a bunch of heroes. Junkrat's probably going to be better in the near future, because he's about to be a lot more mobile. Symmetra is really bad on King's Row, so we don't really want that. But that's what we have. I think our other DPS is also Hanzo right now, so you know. So we don't really want to be fighting up in the gate, because that's not where you want to stand in King's Row. But our team is standing up here, so we have to come and stand up here as well. Our Reinhardt, as you can see, not interested in blocking damage, because why would he want to do that? He's playing Reinhardt. He does 75 damage per swing. He wants to do the big DPS. He could be blocking damage, but, you know, why would he be interested in doing that? So this is basically the best thing we can be doing with our time right now, because we don't really want to leave the choke point. And our team is standing too far up, so we have to also stand too far up. We don't really want to stand on the side of the gate we were standing on, though, because it's harder to get away if you need to from that side, and we end up getting killed, which is generally suboptimal as opposed to being alive. Fortunately, Mercy has her res as well. Our Mercy, I should say, has her res. And we got res right there. Their Reinhardt tried to use Earth Shatter, but just had it interrupted, so that's very scary and something worth bearing in mind. This Mercy, she's got no chance. We're bullying her, but she also backs up into the Dragon. Zenyatta using Transcendence after everything is already done. We run after this Hanzo right here, and he throws his skill at us, and it does spook us quite a bit. We end up using Primal Rage. I know why you did it, because you got hit by the skill, and then this is basically a panic reaction, I would imagine. But by the time you use it, you don't need to anymore, because Mercy's healing you. So you're probably not going to die anymore to this Hanzo. But we use it just for safety, which I mean, you know, fair enough, we don't want to die. So, we're bullying around their Reinhardt right now. Their Mercy rezzed way too early and only rezzed Hanzo. And we kill this Reinhardt right now. Now, Hanzo got rezzed, we just killed him in the large HP room, so we know there's a Hanzo behind us right now in the building. So we should go and look for that dude, because we don't want him to be behind us, because generally having somebody behind you is bad. And as Winston, it's our job to go deal with that, especially if it's someone like Hanzo. We also killed this lady. We don't go and look for him, probably because we don't really think about it, or notice that he got rezzed. Tracer pops out and kills 2 of our people, like so. So this is going to amount to nothing, because, I mean, we just all got killed. But we should have gone to look for the Hanzo, because we knew he got rezzed behind us. So, Symmetra does not place her teleporter, because she has died with her ultimate. As they always seem to do. Not to be pessimistic, but Symmetras always do it, don't they? So, Mercy almost has her ultimate, so, you know, going in like this, not so terrible in this particular moment, because we know she almost has her res. She ends up using it early anyway, because she's about to die. She should really just, like, build up her ult and then let you die. But, in the near future, just don't do that at all, because Mercy's ultimate is about to not be res anymore. So the reason that that's okay to do, you know Mercy almost has res, not gonna matter when Mercy doesn't have res flatly anymore. Well, I mean, she has it, but it's not her ultimate. It's worse than at present. So Symmetra has managed to build her teleporter. Oh, fuck. It's always the way, isn't it, with the teleporter? So she changes in the near future, which is excellent news. Because Symmetra... not great. She changes to Pharah? Yes. Significant improvement. We don't have a second healer still, but I mean, you know, whatever. So we can't really do much right now, because we're just sort of waiting for them to push up. So we opt into a fight here that is very bad for us to opt into, and we just sort of, like, keep making it worse. Because we elect to fight Reinhardt, who we're never going to win a fight against as Winston. And we shouldn't be trying to fight him. But then, we decide that we're going to come into here to pick up the small health kit when we're being healed by Mercy. We bait Mercy into coming forward after us. We're putting ourselves out of the way. We might even get pinned by this dude if we're unlucky. And we're never going to win this fight. And we elect to prolong it. We bait Mercy in by opting into the fight. Mercy ended up dying because she dropped really low and just got finished off by Pharah. And we're never gonna win this fight. So all we really do is just give Reinhardt a fucking lot of ult charge. Because don't forget, every time he hits you, that's like 7% ult charge. Like, we gave this dude a lot of ult charge. And if there's one thing Reinhardt doesn't need, it's to build up Earth Shatter even quicker than he already does. So we just sort of opt into this fight, which baits our team forward, and we're never gonna win the fight. It's a very peculiar decision. The correct play is just to play it more cool and wait, because we don't get to go and fight that far up, basically, especially not as Winston, very short-range hero. We gotta wait for them to come to us a little bit more when we're on defense. So, they've gotten in most of the way through King's Row, as is the way when you die on the street phase. So, Dragon happening right now, there it goes. We just go, like, straight into their team. A fair bit of our team is behind us, not the entire team though, and Reinhardt isn't there yet. So basically, we jump in early into their entire team, and it's never really going to work out too terribly well. They get it through the street phase. You expect that to happen on King's Row anyway, but jumping into the entire enemy team as Winston is generally considered to be a faux pas and avoided if possible. So their Mercy elects to tempo res their 2 DPS, which is fair enough. We use our Primal Rage here, probably because we want to try and push Reinhardt into that pit over there, which doesn't work, but We made him waste Earth Shatter, and we're just gonna beat him to death. So, same basic effect at the end of the day. We also killed their Zenyatta. And now we're going after their Mercy. Mercy's got no great option for getting away from us. We overshoot her, coming back around, so it takes longer than it really should to kill her, but we kill her in the end. Now, as soon as we kill Mercy, we should be trying to get out immediately. We try to shoot for the moon and kill the Pharah, and we try to get away. We bumped into the security Ballard and don't actually get away. Our Mercy is also like, I can't see you over there, basically. And then we're like, your job to see. It's not Mercy's job to... It's your job to stay in Mercy's line of sight and come back when you need healing. But... You know, maybe when she can turn into a Valkyrie, it'll be her job to see. It's not her job to, like, overextend with us. So we take a big chunk of damage as we're coming in, and then we overstay our welcome after that. Don't actually jump anywhere after using it. And now, this is a situation where you should really just go and die quicker, because, like, chances of dying extremely high. We don't actually die, but... you don't got time to dally, and in that situation, you're very likely to die. So, we're just going to tase this Pharah to death, because she is back here with no support. Fight over on the front line's been going quite well, so good news there. Self-destruct happening out there. Kills Reaper. No, Reinhardt beat Reaper to death. Oh, there was Reaper's body. Let's go back and watch Reaper just flop in front of us. One more time. Thud. Alright, so we've almost got Primal Rage built up, so we kind of don't have to be afraid of anything right now, really. Because we am become Death's Destroyer of Worlds. We try to maybe go for the bump into the Reinhardt into the pit, not going to work out. We don't really need to use Primal Rage at all in this situation. It ends up that Reinhardt wastes his ultimate on us, so that's cool. But now, Mercy has come and rezzed us really deep into the enemy team, and we don't try to get out. Even though we're 7 people deep right outside their spawn, we just stay there when we should have just tried to leave immediately, and our jump was off cooldown. But we stayed in, and we died, and that's bad, because being dead, generally, not good. Being alive, typically the preferable option. So, they don't have very much time left. Here's their Hanzo. We jump on the Hanzo. We take damage as we're going in, and he's got Zenyatta's orb on him, so we try to run away. We end up getting killed. Probably better to try and dance in and out of the bubble until your jump is off cooldown, and then you can try and jump over the ledge back to the team, but instead we walk out and we get killed. Probably going to die regardless by that point. So, here's their Tracer. We want to stop this Tracer from killing our backline. We're not going to kill her because that's not how Tracer versus Winston works, but we will zone her. Our Reinhardt killed himself. Our Pharah now playing Junkrat. Our Mercy goes in, reses our Reinhardt. We decide we want to go in over here. We decide we're going to go for the Zenyatta. This Zenyatta, he's almost certainly got Transcendence because we haven't seen him use it in a really long time. Lo and behold, he has Transcendence, so we're basically never going to kill him, but we do force him to ult at the very least. Now we have Primal Rage built up. Great, because we're low HP and need to keep fighting because most of our team is dead right now. We also get killed because most of our team is dead right now. Reinhardt over here, he's gone out too soon, and now he's prolonging his death, which assures us that he will never ult near us, even though he has it. But we aren't going to get back in time to actually touch it. If Reinhardt waited, like, 3 seconds to do that, we would have made it back, and maybe something would have happened, but whatever, we can't control Reinhardt because we're not playing Reinhardt. So, we've both got a minute, we've got 21 seconds more than them, which is like, woo, very exciting. So let's go. So let's, our team is rather upsetting. We no longer have a Reinhardt at all. If we could get a TP this time, that would be great. Ooh, very, very snide comment, seeing as she did place the teleporter. She was just bad at keeping the teleporter alive, because it got broken almost immediately. So, we're defending. We don't want to be standing this far up. We're still upset we have a Symmetra at all. We just lost our soldier, which is terrible news. But McCree is about to be a hero. He kills their Hanzo, and wait for it, kills their Pharah as well. Good job, McCree. Basically stops us from losing the point right there, seeing as a soldier got picked off. He changes to Doomfist, which is a very questionable decision versus their team comp, or what I mean, you know, whatever. There, Reinhardt kills himself again because he does that all the time. So, now, we're about to make a grave error. So we see Mercy over here. We just walk past a bunch of their team. We got Discord Orb on us right now. We're half HP. We keep going. We do still have our bubble and our jump, so I mean, you know, we can get out, probably. Fair enough. Then we jump in. As soon as you jump in, you guarantee you're gonna die. And at best, you're gonna trade with the Mercy. You will never... This is a beneficial trade for them because their spawn is right fucking there. You have to come back a really long way. This is never gonna be a beneficial trade, and as soon as you jump forward, you guarantee you're gonna die. And the best case scenario at that point is trading, which is never beneficial for you in this position. Symmetra poses their teleporter, and we managed to get back in time this time. Great. However, things are not going great over here right now. And we block that. Great. Awesome. We're going to get beat to death. But here comes Mercy. She's coming. Here she comes. She's almost here. She's arrived. And now we're all alive again. And we're going to win the game. We're not going to win the game. We're going to win the round. Reinhardt used Earth Shatter as well right now. But he doesn't look like he hit fucking anything. Which is great news for us. Everybody's already dead, so Zenyatta doesn't do too terribly much. This dude, he's fucked, and we win this round. Great. They did get 59%, but that's far from the end of the world, and we captured the first point really easily last time, so we should probably be feeling pretty good about this overall. Granted, last time we got the point, the enemy Reinhardt did kill himself, which made it significantly easier for us, but he keeps doing that, so we can sort of probably rely on it again. If someone is bad, they generally continue to be bad during the same game, because rapid improvement is not common. So we see Hanzo and Mercy over here, we come up and get them, and we kill the Mercy. Fantastic news, we've picked off their Mercy right at the start. But right, they have a Bastion, and they have an Orisa. We jump right on top of Bastion. And Bastion just buckles down in the hallway and shreds us. Bastion is moving around when we initially jump in, but then he goes into the hallway, and, like, he's gonna buckle down and start shooting, so we just end up getting killed. Which is bad. You don't want to try and fight a Bastion as Winston, because you're not allowed to do so. So, right now, having seen their team and what it is, continuing to play Winston is not really recommended, because Orisa and Bastion are gonna shred the fuck out of you. You don't have to worry about dropping ult, because you only got 31% right now. Right now, it's a better choice to change to, D.Va. D.Va's about to get Defense Matrix nerfed, though, so that's probably not going to be true in the near future. Your best choices right now are pick Reinhardt or Roadhog, because Roadhog can hook Bastion out of turret form. This is like the only thing Roadhog is still good at. He can kill Bastion because he can hook him out of turret form, and he can kill Doomfist because Doomfist's a big guy and doesn't like CC. Continuing to play Winston right now is not recommended because Bastion and Orisa will shred you. We also then jump directly on the Bastion, which we're not allowed to do. McCree switch, you can shoot through their barriers. This is not true information. Junk, your job. We could have changed to somebody so that it's our job. We jump in again, immediately. A lot of our team currently dead. Right onto the Bastion, again, as Winston, so we get killed, again. We're not allowed to do this. We're not allowed to try and fight Bastion. And basically what happens is we lose the game because our entire team, ourselves included, kind of just forget how to play the game, and we end up just sort of getting minced on the Bastion and the Orisa. Even though we did have time to switch, because we could have still switched when we had like 45 seconds left. That's the time you switch to something, because Bastion and Orisa are just gonna shred Winston. And at best case scenario, you just have to, like, play really cautiously around the Bastion, but, like, you're better off just picking to something that can actually, like, deal with Bastion. So, here's Junkrat, getting play of the game. Very rare. Oh, interesting, the tire went backwards, but he didn't. How exciting. So, not too terribly much stands out as an overarching thing. The point we were walking around and, like, didn't reload during any point of downtime really upset me, so, like, don't do that, you know, reload during downtime. We jump in over-aggressively in a few situations, like that time on the last defense where we jump in and we cement our death in best-case scenario trade, which is bad. We do stuff like that, though to lesser extremes throughout the game. And that's kind of the biggest thing that really stands out in this game, just jumping in too aggressively, really. And make sure you reload during periods of downtime. And that's kind of all that really stands out overarching, like, big things in this game. So, thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer, and I hope you found the video helpful.